Hello class 9, welcome to history lecture. Today we will do our topic Nazism, and we'll do the Nazi ideology and Nazi organization. So first we'll see what is Nazism. Nazism was the form of government that was started in Germany after the First World War. That is, after the First World War, we see there was a great consequence. There was the Great Depression, which we have already seen, that due to Great Depression, the economic condition of whole of Europe was declining, but mostly Germany and Italy, these countries were very much affected. So Nazism was very much similar to fascism. We have already seen what are the fascist ideology, and we know that Nazi ideology were almost same as fascism. That is, the Nazi ideologies were based on war worship, leader worship, and state worship. So war worship, leader worship, and state worship means that this policy or this ideology, Nazism, was based on the state. That is, state is the main, and the individual people cannot say anything over and above the state. There should be one leader who should be all in all and who should be respected and listened to. Then there was the war worship, that is, this leader always is planning for a warfare and keeping the people busy for warfare, so that they cannot concentrate on the policies that the leaders are taking. So this were the main ideologies based on which this system, the Nazism, was based, and we know that Hitler was the main founder of the Nazi party. And we see that when Hitler was in jail during after the First World War, during that time he wrote his autobiography, which is known as the Mein Kampf or My Struggle. In English it is known as My Struggle, and in Germany it is Mein Kampf. So this is very important to remember, that Hitler's autobiography is Mein Kampf, because from this book, from this autobiography, we get the entire idea of the Nazi ideology, or what is Nazism, or what were the main principles followed by the Nazism. So apart from these three, we see that hatred towards the Jews, hatred towards the Jews was another principle or another policy that was followed by the Nazi from the very beginning. Apart from these, we will see that the main theories that were propounded by Hitler for the progress of this Nazi ideology was the ideology of Herrenvolk. Herrenvolk was the most important ideology of Nazism, where we see it means that the Germans are the master race. Germans are the master race. Master race means they are the supreme, they are the superior all over the world, and they have the pure Aryan blood. So they are the supreme race. That is the theory of Herrenvolk. Next we see that Hitler gave the theory of Lebensraum. Lebensraum means that the Germans who are the master race, they need the living space. Lebensraum means living space. So Herrenvolk means master race, Lebensraum means living space. And by the Herrenvolk theory, Hitler believed that the Germans were the master race, and by Lebensraum theory, he believed that they need the living space for their living. And thirdly, we see that he propounded the theory of Volksgemeinschaft. Volksgemeinschaft, which means that the Germans should work together unitedly. So for this, as the Germans are the master race, he wanted to unite all the Germans, those who are living in the Sudetenland part or those who are living in the Austrian part. So those all Germans he wanted to unite, and also for giving space to the Germans, as he said that the Germans are the master race, they need living space. For giving them living space, he said that war is necessary. By war, he wanted to expand the German territory so that he can give space to the Germans. Another theory is the Volksgemeinschaft, by which he said that Germans should work unitedly. All the German workers should work unitedly for the economic development of Germany. So these were the main three main theories on which the policy of Nazism was based, and the main principles of Nazism were these, that is war worship, leader worship, state worship, and hatred towards the Jews. These are the main principles, and these are the three main theory on which the system of Nazism was based. Next, we will move on to the Nazi organization. There we will see how the Nazi party was formed. So there in the Nazi organization, we will see that we have seen the Nazi ideology. Now we will see the Nazi organization. There we see that first and foremost we see that Hitler's main principle or main motive was to make Nazism the single most powerful party, and there should be only one party in Germany which will be most powerful and no other party should be allowed. So for this we see that Hitler kept the SA army or the brown shirts. So the Nazi party had the SA army or the brown shirts. Their uniform was brown, so they were also known as the brown shirts. And we see that they were the main. This actually composed the Nazi party, one organ of the Nazi party. The brown shirts who worked for protection of the Nazi party. Next, we see there was the black shirt. Black shirts were also known as stormtroopers, STORM troopers. Stormtroopers were mainly Hitler's bodyguard. So they were also known as black shirt because the color of their uniform, which was black shirt. So these stormtroopers mainly were the bodyguard of Hitler, and they were composed of the unemployed youth of Germany. Unemployed youth of Germany formed the black shirt or the stormtroopers. So they were mainly the bodyguard of Hitler for Hitler's protection. Next we see that another organ was there, that was the Gestapo. Gestapo was the secret police. So the Nazis also had spy or secret police system, the espionage system, where we see this secret police were there in different areas and different zones to give information about what is going on, and if anybody is going against the Nazis, all these informations were there with the Gestapo, which means the secret police. So this was another organ of the Nazi. So these are the three main organs of the Nazi: SA army or brown shirt, black shirt or stormtroopers, and Gestapo, which means the secret police. Apart from these, we see that the Nazi had a propaganda unit, that is the organ for spreading propaganda in favor of Nazism to boost up the prestige of Nazism. Even fake propaganda was also spread, and we should remember that Goebbels was the minister of propaganda. So they wanted to control art, movie, education, news media especially was controlled by the Nazi party. Through these media, news media, art, education, film, through these the certain informations were spread which boosted up the prestige of Nazi party, and all the people started blindly following the Nazi party. So Goebbels was the Ministry of Propaganda, and another Nazi organ was the propaganda organ, which had the main activity to spread the propaganda in favor of Nazi party. So these were basically the organization of the Nazi party. So the question that can come from this part is one, that is what are the theories or the ideology of Nazism, and what was the Nazi organization. These two questions can come. So these two we have discussed. Next we will see that the Spanish Civil War and how it had an effect on the future course of Europe. Thank you.